So I think the day is going to go very well. I think the groomsmen are going to be drunk, okay? You did not hear this from me, but I saw Courtney yesterday in the hotel reception drinking the white wine. Then they all went to the pub as well, okay? Moses included. So they've been drinking since last night. So I know they're going to get very tipsy. And what's funny is if you've ever seen Moses drunk, he turns into this like fraternity American boy. He starts jumping, hands in the air, all crazy all over the dance floor. It's actually a sight to see. So if you see Moses jumping with his hands up, you know that he is totally wasted. And that's actually good because he's been a groomzilla the whole time.
That's my brother's best friend, man. I've known Moses since we went to secondary school together.
Welcome back to another episode of The Vendor's Table. My name's MC Midday. Today we are joined by recently married couple, Anna and Moses. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm well.
Thanks for having us as well.
No, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you guys for coming down. So yeah, obviously, as you know, we start with a little icebreaker, and then we'll get into some stuff later. So we're switching it up today.
Okay.
So the game is, how many different vendors can you name in 30 seconds?
Okay.
So you're going to start, you're going to say how many you think you can name. If you think you can name more, you say that number. And we keep going back and forth. And if you think the other person can't do it, you call their bluff. And then they've got to name that number of vendors within 30 seconds.
Oh, you say any vendor, yeah? Or
Just like the total number.
No, you got to say the name of the vendor, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, not vendors we use, any vendor.
Any
yeah?
vendor. Yeah.
Okay.
I might be called out restaurants.
Restaurants.
No, as in not vendors' names,
Oh, okay.
like type of vendor. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me get my timer ready. So we'll start with ladies first. How many do you think you can name in 30 seconds?
How I can name?
Mm.
I'd say 12.
12.
I think I can do 12 in 30
Starting
seconds.
high.
I think so.
Okay.
12. Do you think you can do more than me?
Are you gonna go up more than 12?
We're going back and forth though, yeah?
Yeah.
And ladies going first.
Yeah. No, as in the number, you can do more than 12.
Can you name more than 12 in 30 seconds?
I want to say 13.
13.
Okay. Well, I obviously could do more, so I'm going to say...
Are you going 14?
I'd say about 14. But actually, yeah, I'll say 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say 14.
No.
You going 15? No, you tell me now.
Babe, you're really
Alright.
now.
So you've got to name 14 different vendors or different types of vendors in
Okay.
30 seconds. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Flour, cakes, drinks, cutlery, waiters, videographers, photographers, hair, makeup. Did I say flowers?
You did.
Cake,
Yeah.
any fireworks,
Okay.
or car rentals,
Yeah. Relax.
carpets,
7 seconds. 2 more.
oh,
Three,
no, I said cutlery already.
3,
Okay, then I don't know then.
1.
How many did I get? I don't know. I didn't count. How
You
many?
got 12.
Oh, well, I was confident with 12 in the beginning, so
You
I
were.
was correct.
You would have hit the
I
12.
was correct.
So you pushed it
I
14.
was so close. I was like, oh, God. I was trying to list all the things that I could remember, like, visually, like walking through the wedding.
Yeah. It was good,
That's
it was
what I
good.
tried.
Do you reckon you could have done more?
So I'm gonna say I would have done more.
Yeah.
I'm confident.
I was going to say let's give it a try, but obviously he's got the
He's
benefit
gonna-
of hearing you
it-
at 12, innit? Yeah.
What are you going to do to say that's different than me?
I can add to it. I can do obviously makeup.
Did I not say that?
I don't think
Oh, I
it's
don't
makeup.
know.
I think she did.
Maybe I
You
did.
said makeup
Suit.
and hair.
No, that's not a vendor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you?
You can't.
Okay.
Dress, bridal dress,
Oh, okay.
bride dresses
Okay,
window.
I didn't class that,
Yeah.
but I was going to
That's
say,
only
okay.
12 got, you know. That would have to 14.
It's different when the pressure's on, you know. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll try it. Let's try it. 30 seconds, yeah?
Go on.
Because you said 13, so let's see if we can get 13.
Okay.
Yeah? All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Car, suits, food, makeup.
4. Hey.
Whew,
The pressure is getting
See,
worse.
the pressure is getting
No. Curry,
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I have to be able to I might start sweating. No, I wanted my wife to win. That's what
Ah, look at you. Oh,
How?
How long was it?
You 1 second. It's really done. It's really done.
It was a strong 6.
Yeah.
I was correct. I knew I was gonna. I knew I was
Strong 6. I even had the benefit of hearing her 12 as well.
I blocked it out. That's what I
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll give Anna the win for that one still.
Thank you.
Sensational,
Thank you so much.
sensational. All right, cool. So you guys had the exceptional idea to do an office style wedding film.
Yes.
How did that even come about?
You start?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we love The Office, the show, American version, obviously not British, not in an offensive way. And Abbott Elementary, like we like that mockumentary style. And when we think about wedding videos, not in an offensive way, and I think I didn't want to look back at a video and it's like, you know, she's touching the hair, they're looking at each other like lovingly. Like I wanted something that we could look back and like laugh and be like, this is so funny, and like brings it to life and gets everyone involved. So I was like, I think we should like do this idea. And so when we told our wedding planner, Bola, she's never watched The Office, so she kind of got it, but didn't really get it. And then when we sat down with Fola, XW Media, again, he hadn't watched The Office, but he's like, okay, I'm going to do my research. But they were super excited about the idea. And I think on the day, like everything just
came together.
Came together. Perfect. Yeah.
No, I was brilliant. I saw the clip that you posted on YouTube. That was hilarious.
No,
That was funny.
Something different. There are a lot of lies in that YouTube video.
Yeah.
Going to the bathroom. I was strong.
It's not happy about that.
The boy was sorting out the water. He's like, yeah, he's gone toilet. He's throwing you under the bus. I'm like, no, this is the groove.
I was just touching myself.
Oh, he was. Nelson was funny in there.
Oh my God.
With the fire stick.
Let me tell you something. The bridesmaids were not happy with
Seriously,
nothing.
as
When
if they were
we stood
lying on
out
the
for-
floor.
Oh my God. My sister was like, what is going on? And they were all like, what is happening? And while everyone's taking a picture, they're all like murmuring under their breath.
Oh,
And Nelson's like
man.
still keeping the energy, like, saying, I want something different. And they're like, we know these photos are going to come out awful. And I'm like, okay.
But it all came together. And I think,
Yeah.
like I said, something different and something we'll look back in 20, 30, 40 years' time and go, look.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
For
And we've
sure.
got we've got our full personal video as well
Mhm.
that we have as well.
Yeah.
Dope,
That's
dope,
nice.
dope.
I really like that style.
Yeah.
Good.
So you picked the videographer before working out that style?
Yeah.
No, so we knew the style there. And when we went to the like consultation meeting, we said, this is the idea. But when we first told Bola the idea, she's like, I think I know who's the right person for this.
Fine.
And that's actually pointed us in the right direction.
Fine. It was a good selection. 'Cause,
Yeah, it was.
He
I was
did-
happy
he did
with
the
everything.
business.
And he like edited that so quick. Like we were like, oh, like so we were still coming down from the wedding, I thought, and I was like, oh, this is so nice to like watch. It was really nice. Then we went to work, and then everyone was like, I've seen your video, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that video blew up, man.
Oh yeah. I was on the kid going, Miss, I think I saw you on TikTok. I was like, what are you talking about?
No way.
So yeah.
Okay. What did you enjoy most about the wedding?
Let you answer first.
For me, the whole day, but I say, it sounds a bit cliche, but I guess everyone coming together. I think it's like all your loved ones there supporting you. And I think the concept was making sure it was special for everyone as well. So it was kind of everyone there meant something, I guess, to us individually as a partnership. And
Yeah.
also the people who couldn't make it as well, not to forget them. But I was like, everyone that I wanted to be there was there. So I was like the favourite time. And I think there are some things I look on, when you're walking down the aisle, I probably walked like 20 miles per hour because obviously the
That's what they
harpist
say.
the harpist was meant to play a song and I literally walked past in 2 seconds. But I think all those moments, like, obviously special, and obviously Anna walking down the aisle as well, towards me as well. And then you have the cliche that like the first dance, going into the
It's like
garden.
every moment for you, babe.
It kind of is. I think there's not one specific moment, but you look back and you're like, yeah.
Yeah. That's nice though. I mean, it means you made the right choices in terms of like how you went about doing things.
That's such a nice answer.
It is. See,
Yeah.
I couldn't do the vendors, but I had to make sure I came.
I'm making up for it here still.
Such a-
I know.
Okay, I have two moments, and I fear that it's not going to be as nice as what you mentioned. I'd say the first moment is once I'd got down the aisle and we were like standing on like the stage bit, like that was like the best because I had another idea. I'm filled with ideas and I wanted to get married in the round. So I wanted us to have like a round altar in the middle of the room and everyone in semicircles, but the rooms were too small. Okay. And so our wedding planner had surprised us and managed to get like something similar or close to in the room. So once we got there, I stood on it. And one of my bridesmaids were like singing, and I was like, that was the perfect moment because I got down there, I was surprised. Moses was there, obviously. My bridesmaid was singing, and it was just like that perfect. I felt
okay.
That was good. Nice. The second one, at the end of the night when the vendors are packing up and like we're just having like an R&B sing off, and everyone's like just singing and having a good time. I was like, that was it. That was everything.
Okay. That's the vibe when that comes together still. Okay.
Yeah,
that's lovely. Good. That's lovely. Oh, yeah, I saw Bola rearranging the chairs in the video and I was like...
Yeah. Down the knees and everything.
Yeah. yeah. She was grafting for that still.
Listen, Bola was like the right person, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, obviously, it seems like you made a lot of good choices vendor-wise about the day. Was there any challenges or any difficulties that you guys had in at the planning stage on the wedding day?
I think there's little things you're going to disagree on. And obviously, I would say, there's some unfounded rumours about being a groomzilla. But I think there's little things, so I went through like planning ideas where I was working closely with Bola and trying to be an active groom. Sometimes, for us men, we're not as proactive, but also sometimes the ladies just take it away. So I was thinking like maybe like fireworks, maybe drones, or maybe I was going away with my imagination.
What them like drone shows, yeah?
So I had a concept here. It didn't go down too well, as you can imagine. I had a concept of fireworks, and then it would come out and be like a picture of us.
Wow.
Okay.
That would have been huge.
Yeah, but then obviously I didn't change that to drones. But then obviously people kind of be like, "What are you doing?"
Fair enough.
That's actually funny. I would say like with the challenges, the only challenge I had, I think, was like I had to get 2 dresses made, and that process in itself, I just don't feel like it's for the faint part. That process to myself was like the hardest bit. And I was like even saying to my friend the other day, like, if there's anything I could change with the wedding, it would have been everything around that. Because when like, especially like the night before when like you're unzipping the bag and I'm just checking everything, I was there like, okay, no, listen, I'm ready to like cut this or like get this like needle and thread and like change things around because this is not what I thought it was going to be. So I think that was like the challenge, and I had to like get over it and be like, do you know what it is? This is it.
Okay. Yeah. So what was it like, late delivery of the dress or dresses or?
Yeah, I will say that. And I just feel like work was better presented on the internet than what was in my hands, is my opinion, basically. And I felt like, how do I put it? Well, obviously we're from 2 different cultures. So when we were doing like the traditional Ghanaian wear, obviously I'm Jamaican, so I don't know. And I felt like the lady who's making the dress kind of took me for a spin a little bit because it's like, you don't know any better. Like, fine. So I think that's the bit that was challenging because I think she knew that and kind of used it a little bit, in my opinion.
Okay. So what would you have done differently if you
had just someone else?
Okay, fine.
I think that would have been it.
That sort of came out.
Yeah, but of course. But I mean, I would have had someone else because I think the experience would have I would have just preferred the end product. I think that's the best thing to say.
Okay, fine.
Yes, for my one, also adding obviously my suit. I had like an original suit where. See by the.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I just
finishing the story and I got.
I didn't say anything.
So I had the original suit where it was like it had like 3 lines. Obviously, I went with her sister, and there were some remarks that looked like an Adidas tracksuit.
Sorry.
So obviously. The fashion police were out, so I had to change.
No, you changed it.
He did what was best, and I think that was what was best.
Sometimes when you're under command, but I think it's one of those ones. Obviously, you like the person's input, but sometimes that's a challenge as well because you might have a vision, and you got someone else going, "Oh, it doesn't really work." And you're kind of like, you can't tell me about my fashion, but then obviously you got to listen. to the
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, she'd seen all looks, so she knew she was trying to make sure it matches and
tied
everything was
together, okay.
cohesive. So, and she was the only person. So
Okay,
if you
fine.
put it like that, you know. She's,
So after the changes, you're happy with the...
Yeah, no, I was
The final
happy.
look?
Yeah, I was happy.
yeah, you looked amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, obviously. Yeah. But obviously, you know, you have those little sad comments like, "Oh, you could have been with." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
when your day comes, don't worry, I'll be ready. I'll be ready for your day. Don't worry."
Oh. So yeah, we had, obviously, so minus the dress
Yeah.
thing, is there anything that you would have done differently looking back?
I don't know if there's anything that I would say I would have done differently. Oh, I mean, it's something I would have added. I would have added a choir during the like reception. I would have loved like an R&B choir, you know, then people do like the soul songs and stuff like that. But we didn't have enough time because I was trying to push for it, and there apparently wasn't enough time on the schedule.
Okay,
that would
fine.
be the only thing.
Whole production is what I was saying.
Because I had a specific theme for the wedding, and so I just wanted to make sure we were getting each piece of the theme.
Okay, fine.
What was your theme?
My theme was nighttime R&B sexy wedding.
Okay.
That was the theme, and I think it was executed brilliantly. But obviously, I would have liked the choir to amp it up another level. But yeah, it was okay.
As you can see, Arthur wasn't available.
Oh, well, we're talking about one of them, like the
Oh, and
6-piece
Enchanted
bands.
Garden. That was another piece of the theme. Sorry, I forgot
fine.
about that.
Okay. Are we talking about those like 6-piece bands where they're like on the thingies and they're singing? And...
Yeah, like, you know, there's like soul bands, and they do all of the renditions of like the Motown songs, the R&B
Okay,
songs, and
fine.
stuff like that. Like, that's what I wanted.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
So I think, but we didn't have enough time, to be fair. That's true. Anything you would have changed or added?
No, to be fair.
Minus the fireworks and drones.
It might have been that, you know, I can't lie.
It's not a bad shot though.
That's just something different.
It
But
would
then
have
obviously,
been.
it's not like the New Year parade, isn't it? So I have to calm down.
True.
Yeah, I guess our ideas are too big. We have to
Really.
Yeah. I mean, you got most of them in
consolidate
though.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. So what was important to you when looking at vendors and deciding who you gonna choose?
Just probably like good reputation, reviews, someone that can have the shared vision.
Yeah, I think it's people that you can trust and like you gel with. So like when we started the wedding planning process, like even finding like our wedding planner, I found her on Instagram, but like through that first conversation, it felt like, you know what, we actually like really get along and like we gel. Like this is someone that we can talk to. And then through that like process, she's the one who's recommending, you know, these are the different lists of people that we have, and you know, this person, that person, and just like sitting down, talking to them, or having those like online consultations. I think that's when you really like know, like actually this person gets it, and this person quite yeah.
Same for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think taking time, and I think Nigel flavors as well, like for the food.
Oh yeah,
But
we did food tasting.
Family loved that.
Very
Guests
animated.
loved it.
He was very welcoming.
Yeah. He was. And I think for us, the vendors went an extra mile, so we wanted to make sure at the wedding we went an extra mile for them as well. So like they were like seen as guests. They weren't just like vendors. They were like
Fine.
part of the wedding.
Yeah, so it's about those like relationships and
Yeah.
rapport. Because like even the makeup artist, when like my makeup artist, when we did the trial, like at my home, like we were like, it's like we were friends. Like we were having such a good time and like messaging each other afterwards. And like I felt like I definitely know that when I'm coming on that day, it's gonna be good vibes, good energy, like, and that's what I think that's what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
just
very
takes it to
important.
another level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for the girls' makeup and hair, because that's how you start your day, really, innit?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, exactly. and you're doing it for hours, and like I'm like quite a nosy person, and I was like, I just can't handle like being isolated in a room getting hair and makeup done. I don't know what's going on. Like people are having fun in other rooms, and I'm just here. So it's important that like it's good vibes where I was at.
Good. We like that. I know you said that you wanted to be more of an active groom in the process.
Yeah.
What did that actually look like? What did it look like from your side? I never ask you after.
That's my controversial. From my side, I guess Bola will say I was calling her a lot because I was like throwing ideas at her obviously some people got offended because they might have not been invited to those meetings. But, I was trying to make sure that I was putting my best foot forward. So it might be like, okay, I'm thinking about this as a wedding gift. Is that a good idea? Or, should we add this? Do you think that would be a nice surprise? 'Cause I wasn't like trying to take over, but I was like, okay, look, I'm trying to take some of the pressure away. So it was like, it's being involved, because if not, I could have laid back and just turned up in my Adidas tracksuit. That was going to say. But I was trying to help. So yeah, I think that was my vision of like, have your say, because we know weddings, I guess to a degree, you can argue it's the lady that shines, rightly so.
That's true.
Okay, damn.
No, I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you that people think that. No, I'm agreeing with you that people think that.
Yeah, but I was like, have a moment, like, shout out to the guy that's there, or whoever the person, people are getting married.
Yeah.
Like, there's two people, so.
For sure.
That's true.
My time in the limelight too.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. In terms of what I thought that looked like, definitely there was a lot of engagement with the wedding planner, and I felt sometimes left out. Yes, because I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand what's happening. But to be honest, a lot of it was in efforts to like surprise me. Like, I think it's because I was quite particular on certain things. So an example is, and this might be controversial, so please, people don't be mad at me. I don't like it when there are drinks on the table. I just don't think
you're not the first person to say that.
Okay, I'm glad. I just don't think it looks good with the decor. You spent all this money and like there's jugs and things and cans on the table. I just didn't like the look. And I was just like saying to our wedding planner, look, like, I don't like it. Is there anything we can do, etc.? And I can't remember what had happened. So we didn't really like come up with a plan. But like Moses had like spoken to our wedding planner and surprised us and managed to get an extra waiter to like basically push the drinks around and put the table and stuff like that. And everyone at the wedding loved that. And my dad was grabbing hella drinks from the little cart thing. And I was just so happy because I was like, oh God, the tables are what I like. So to be fair, it was in a lot of effort to surprise me on things that I was quite particular about. However, even our wedding planner will attest to this. She was like, I've never had this many calls from a group before.
Bonner's not here, so we don't know.
I know, but I'm just saying that is the truth. That's true. But to be fair, I guess everyone does things differently. But because we had a wedding planner, I felt like she was our mediator as well. Although, to be fair,
there wasn't too much.
We didn't actually have any conflict at all, actually. It was actually quite a smooth process.
Yeah?
We think that's because of the wedding planner.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Because she was kind of like, some ideas like, oh no, that's not going to work, or you've got to listen, or have you thought about this?
And we just trusted her and her professionalism 100%. I know some people don't use wedding planners and this, that and the other, or whatever, but I think everyone should use one personally.
Yeah?
You don't think so? As a vendor, do you agree?
I obviously, as a vendor,
you need a coordinator on the day, at
the
least.
coordinator side definitely is, for me, essential.
Exactly.
The planner side, it depends on the person's character, because some people are so particular about details that they end up doing the planner's job for them.
Yeah.
So then it's like, you kind of wasted your money getting a planner.
True.
Some people need it, as in like the wedding would be chaos and shambles about like timelines would be an absolute mess and stuff. So yeah, I think planner is they're very, very useful. Mm-hmm. There are people that need them, and there are people that probably shouldn't get them. But coordinator, I think
on the day 100%, you 100% need
100%, because you can't manage everything yourself on the day.
And I think it's unfair to the bridal party to then step in.
Yeah, because they're doing, and as well, you giving tasks to people that are part of the wedding means that either they will fully do that task and not really enjoy the wedding, or they'll half do that task and half be in the wedding.
True.
So then the task they're given suffers, and then either that there's just a big gap, or somebody else has to pick it up, or like I've had, oh yeah, my auntie's doing catering, or yeah, my auntie's gonna coordinate, or
I think if it's too close, like to the couple, I just think it's just up and down. Like you said, like because they're gonna want to be there and want to see those moments. They're not thinking this is work. Boom, boom, boom. I need to make sure everyone's in this place, etc. But yeah.
But like you said, it can work for some people, and sometimes it does work. Like when you want to have that family feel for a wedding as well. Sometimes your aunties and they want to jump in and help you.
For sure. I think
glad
yeah,
it
for a
wasn't-
smaller wedding, it can work. Well, how many guests did you have?
Including us, I would say we got to about 110, 120.
It wasn't.
It's
big.
Okay.
Yeah, we wanted it small so that everyone felt like taken care of, rather than huge and it's like you're fighting for your life.
That was a good feel, to be fair. That's a good number. I think you get that nice intimate feel. Where was it, the wedding?
Highlands Estate,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And when? What month?
October.
Okay, cool.
I feel like I'm in an exam, like at Lam.
Remember? No, do you know? Because I was watching the video, and I saw the date that it was uploaded, and I was like, oh, this must have been like a summer wedding, and I was like,
No.
oh, that turnaround was crazy.
It was quick.
That's crazy.
It was so quick. But I think that shows like the passion for like the project and actually being excited on like something new.
Yeah.
And I mean, on TikTok and like on YouTube, there's loads of things that are like similar to it, but I don't think there are any like Black British couples doing it. So I think that's where like the excitement came from.
Yeah. I think. Well, I mean, that's the first time I'd come across anything like that. So, yeah, I really like the idea. And obviously, I know that for us, but I think I've spoken to him about it since after I saw it, and he was like, yeah, like when they came to him, he was buzzing. Like, he hasn't felt like. He loves like different challenges and stuff. Obviously, something he hadn't watched, so he had to go and learn about it.
I think it's nice and new for the wedding space. Like
I
you can
think
have
so,
a different
yeah.
type of wedding video than the traditional.
Yeah,
which is nothing wrong with the traditional.
Yeah, but I think it's good when people do things that fit their character.
True.
Because it just makes weddings are meant to be personal anyway. So
yeah, you're right about that. It has to be personal to you.
For sure. Should you do numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds crazy, is Anna?
I'm like mentally gonna gather myself.
Weddings, depending on how you look at it, are always going to be in some sort of expense. But I think, where you're fortunate, obviously, you're saving for a period of time. You might have family that support, but obviously saving and working hard. And there's some things you pay off as soon as you get there, so then they're not like cumulative costs.
Yes,
so it's not too bad as well. So obviously, Anna didn't really want to know the costing of the wedding.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm about to find out. I'm a little nervous about it. Honestly, I am.
And depending on how you do weddings, sometimes there's always that age of argument, like a deposit for a house, wedding, and so forth. But you just got to do something that you enjoy and it's worthwhile. So yeah, costing. So
God, I feel so nervous.
So context. So it's an October wedding.
Yeah.
Helen's house, 110 people.
Yes.
Is October outside peak season?
I think it was just outside peak season.
Okay, cool.
And we had booked it before they had made any extra like changes.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we would
fine.
just
Booked
post.
it in advance, I think like a year ahead or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then
so
to
you
be
guys
fair as well, we didn't have buffet, so that always costs.
You did have
No, we didn't have buffet.
Okay,
We
cool.
had family
style.
So you put on the table. So yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
So something different. When it's
Yeah.
more engagement with family and friends.
I much prefer family style, I can't lie.
dude. I think
It
it's
just-
so much better.
It just makes it like guests don't have to get up, they don't have to like usually when there's buffet, people are anxious because they see tables getting up and they're not getting up and it's like
Pressure's on you.
Yeah.
Table 4 in the back
Listen.
is like, when are you going to call me,
and
sir?
then you walk anywhere near there, you get daggers. Yo. But yeah, cool. So that's the context for the wedding. What's the overall?
You want to know overall?
Should we, let's break it down.
Oh my
first,
gosh,
and then
I feel so nervous.
Alright,
I
so
feel so nervous.
it's quite a fun. So obviously venue. Do you want me to is that
I know the venue actually.
up to you, however you want to do it.
Okay, so venue 11,500.
Yeah.
Then you got your celebrant.
Celebrant. Yeah.
I haven't forgotten how much Patricia was, but Patricia was amazing as well.
Okay.
I think that was
That was like 650 or something.
yeah. So
It was £100,000 that I remember.
Okay.
And then we had the decor, Victor Rose.
Okay.
Again, amazing as well. And obviously with Pure Sound Entertainment, I'm giving out shout outs as I go. across
Yeah,
the
they
door.
deserve it.
Yeah, that was like £10,060.
Okay. Is that including the like dance floor, the
Yeah.
lighting?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All
That include
production, yeah.
everything, so yeah.
Cool.
Then you move into food and drink. So Favour Catering, again, Nigel.
Mhm.
That was like 7,023
Oh, that's not that bad.
and 60 pence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we did have evening food as well, though.
Yeah.
That include even food
Yeah,
as well,
evening
yeah.
food,
Ooh.
and then, yeah, everything. Yeah,
Like, that's not what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think we try to do things early. So
Fine. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
then you like cookery, the tableware.
Did that include drinks as well?
no.
No,
Okay.
no, we went separate. So cookery was about 1,000.
Yeah.
And
For
then
crockery, yeah.
yeah, and then cocktails, bar, table management. We went with Ravazan cocktails.
Yeah.
So that was like 3,600.
Mm.
So again, amazing as well. Signature drinks.
Oh yeah, they
and
did do
obviously
a
service
signature drinks as well.
And then
No.
obviously wedding cake.
Yeah.
That was Tina Tea Cakes.
Okay.
890.
Yep, but she also did the cookie favors as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was
Hold
actually
on,
quite
one
good.
sec, guys.
Then we go down to
To
the
pick 890.
then we go down to the glam team. Obviously, you make sure that the bridesmaids and bride looking their best.
Mm-hmm.
But the hair, my hairstylist was gifted by my godmother, so we actually didn't pay
Oh,
anything
nice.
for the hair.
Okay.
And you got makeup
that's
artist
pretty-
as well. I think that was involved as well.
No, she wasn't involved in the gifting. The makeup artist was about $650.
Okay.
Gifted, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking I've got 3 goddaughters.
No, but my
Got Steph-
godmother.
Yeah. Let's start saving for them now.
I'm happy.
And then bouquet, twos, floral, 435.
Yes, because we had to have synthetic.
Yeah.
Because you're allergic.
Yeah.
Oh, you're allergic to flowers, yeah?
Yeah, allergies.
Oh, damn. Okay, fair.
So and then entertainment, because MC, I get David A, massive shout out for
Cold.
everything he done.
You know, you were on our list, but you were busy.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Do you
it?
know that?
Did I?
I literally have the email you said, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not unless anything changes.
Oh.
It could have been you.
Let me clarify, it was you and David, yeah? So
That is true. That is true. That is true. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, David's cold. David's
Yeah,
cold
David did a good
still.
job.
Yeah, he's got energy.
He does. Yeah, he really did bring the energy.
It was great.
Yeah.
So him, 800.
Yeah.
You had the DJ Toolis,
Yeah.
980.
We want to clarify these might be old prices.
Yes.
Clarify that.
These are from last year, but you would have got the quotes the year before.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So
Before
2
people
years
start
out.
quoting.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just want to
cheers out.
clear it up.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to do something different when obviously walking in. So like having a harpist. Soraya was 550. And then kind of like the wedding experience, we had like a magazine photo booth.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Issue booth London 749.
Mhm.
And then we get into the photography and the videographer. So Nelson was 2,349. XW Media 3,450. And then I guess one key thing I never knew for a wedding that you should have is obviously cleaning after as well.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Mm.
But you know what? We were so happy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You just have to worry about anything. They
Didn't
just take
at
care of
all. So we had the fence made clean 400.
it. Okay.
And then I guess the picture frames, because obviously like we have like the photos of
Oh yeah, when we came, the
when you walk in, so the photos of us
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
forth, Platinum Ace.
Oh, okay. The big ones, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
That was like 930. So
Oh,
I guess
Cool.
you got
Ooh.
a grand total
oh
of roughly, you're looking at 45 to 46,000 pounds.
really?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Actually, I'm okay now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's not so bad.
I'm glad you're okay.
Someone is.
I can't believe that's so cheap.
Cheap.
That's so cheap.
For what you've got,
You don't
I
think
think
that's
it's
cheap?
great value.
Are you
No,
actually
it was.
being serious?
Yeah.
That's cheap. You had me here on the edge.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so cheap. That's so cheap.
I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it's
Not cheap. You know, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that.
what do you thinking?
Double.
No.
The things that we had, you don't think that was double?
Yeah, but I think it was the timing and everything was booked, how we booked it. And then most things we kind of paid straight away.
Thinking about like the quality of wedding that we had and how like
Yeah.
luxurious it looked, that's crazy.
So yeah, so obviously there's other things like hotels and stuff that had to be included.
Yeah,
but
okay,
that's
cool.
a rough, kind of like a rough estimate.
Fine. So yeah, obviously I'm excluding that dress and rings and all that sort of stuff. But
Yeah.
so yeah, 46.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You happy with that?
Yeah, I think that is relatively I'm not going to say cheap, that's the wrong word, but I thought that's relatively good for a wedding, and that was like,
Done
but
how
like,
you wanted it.
yeah, like done how we wanted it. I think that's a good price.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think there's like an average price people pay for weddings per se. So
I do.
Yeah.
you've
I think
got
this.
everything covered.
What do you think is the average?
I think it's like, for black weddings in the UK, I think most people are spending between 30 and up. That's what I personally think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Or at least that's how it looks on the internet.
Yeah.
But
That's,
the thing is, I guess if we had more people, I think it would have then went even higher. But
There
I
you
think
go,
one of the
yeah.
things that we did right is because we kept ours small.
yeah, I think the difficulty with working out or putting averages to like weddings, for example, is that there's so many variances, particularly in guest numbers.
Mm.
So like, yeah, and then you look at guest numbers and then the quality of the wedding that you have. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
someone could have a 300-person wedding for 46k.
That's true.
but it wouldn't look like what yours looked like, for example.
I agree.
Be
So
happy what you have, isn't it?
yeah,
We're
but as long as
extremely happy.
as long as you guys got what you wanted, and it seems like you did and went out after what you wanted, then and you're happy with the number. You knew the number, you were comfortable. You now know the number. You're
Yeah, and I'm really
comfortable.
comfortable. I really am.
So I was
Do you know what? I was thinking the worst. But I'm so, I think to me that's reasonable.
Yeah.
There was a mental number in my head.
the mental number in your head.
What was the original budget that we set? Do you remember?
The original budget's a joke.
What was the original budget?
I've
we
blown
set?
out the water.
budget must have been, I think it was like 30.
Oh, yeah.
Was this before you started looking at anything though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we said 30, and then
No,
we might go up to 35,
Five,
but we're
yeah.
not going to say anything.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
So really, technically, we're not over budget a lot, because that
Yeah.
was
See, I
quite
could
spot on.
have my Jones on fireworks, but you
You
know.
could have had it still.
Yeah, you could have.
But so I think a thing that I think a lot of people struggle with is the idea of the budget versus actual spend. But obviously, when you're budgeting, you don't really know how much things cost until you really get into it.
Yeah, I think there were a few things I was like, this is the price for this. Like, I think when we were first thinking about the cakes,
Mm.
I don't really like cake, so cake is not a big thing for me. So we were like, oh, we'll get one of those like dummy cakes you cut into and then it's already prepackaged. But when they were quoting almost £1,000 for dummy cakes, I was like, for this is not even real. This is
Yeah.
crazy. So I was like, that is one of the costs that shocked me. And
That
so we
shocked
ended
you,
up
yeah.
getting a real cake because
Yeah, the difference isn't really that much in the end.
no, and we managed to get favours as well in ours as well. The little cookie favours as
Oh,
well.
nice, okay.
So for me, I was like, okay, well, perfect. Rather than the
Nice.
dummy cake that was going to be an arm and a leg for no reason.
What else? Or maybe it will be cake. But what was the cost that shocked you the most? Both of you.
For me, I want to say, weirdly enough, venue. Although,
Venue, yeah.
although you expect the venue to be
Mm.
expensive, I was kind of thinking, venue, you might be looking like 6 to 10.
Yeah.
Then when you start finding about seasons
Yeah.
and days.
Oh, what day did you get married on actually?
On a Monday.
Yeah.
On Monday, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and
Okay.
obviously the day price is like, this day is more expensive. I'm like, why is this day more expensive than this?
Yeah, that's just supply and demand, isn't it?
Yeah, so then that was a bit of a shock. But I think, as I said, because the aim was to pay for things as soon as they came up, it didn't feel like a big cost.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's true. But we planned our wedding over like 2 years though. So I
Yeah.
felt like we
Okay,
had time
perfect.
to pace ourselves.
So you had the
Yeah.
time and also to save
Yeah, that's
as,
true.
as well, yeah.
I think the cost that shocked me, but not in a bad way, actually is the wedding cleaners. Because I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to clean this whole thing for just this like amount. I was like, wow, that's a great deal. So I was really happy. I was like, oh no, that's a great deal. Because if I was them, I'd be thinking, hey, hang on a minute. But no, I thought, I was like, that was a really good deal, I would say.
Fine.
I can't think of anything that shocked me. I feel like everything was quite reasonable.
expected it.
There wasn't
It
anything
wasn't-
that I thought, this is like too much.
Okay. Dope. So now, having done the wedding, what would you say are the 3 most important vendors?
Venue. Oh, I'll jump in first.
No, you go. I need to think.
I'm going to say straight away venue,
Mm.
because obviously it's where you want your day to take place. Food.
Yeah.
So I think you hear some people go, "Oh, food makes a wedding." I don't think food makes a wedding, but
Our
when
food was good too. I liked
yeah,
it.
but I'm just using an example. Like,
Oh,
like
I'm
food,
just saying.
like food is important, but it doesn't make or break. You hear that people say that, but
Yeah.
obviously you want your guests to be well fed. And then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have 3, but I'm gonna put a 4th one. I'll say decoration,
Mm.
because obviously the concept, how you want it to see. But then I'm going to also say drinks.
Okay.
Really?
So you're leaving Bola out of it, yeah?
No, Bola. Let me clarify
Listen,
that.
and it was Bola's best friend. Throwing her under the bus.
Let me clarify that, because I don't need any Bola trying to kill me from nowhere. Let me clarify that. Reads like receipts of all my text messages. Bola's the one that made that all possible, yeah?
Okay.
So Bola don't even have to be mentioned, because without her,
Good
none
save.
none of it come in place.
Good save. Good save.
Bola, I got you, Bola. I got you. Listen, you tricked me. All the vendors. We need them all. That's what I was saying.
That is so
We
funny.
need them all.
That's so funny. Important vendors for myself or for the entire like wedding people like party.
Let's say for yourself.
Okay, obviously hair and makeup number one. That is like that's most important. Hair and makeup is number one. Number two is the wedding planner, so that I can be stress free. And then the third I would say would be, I'm gonna say food as well. I think food is important, and my dad is a chef. And so when we had to unfortunately break the news to him that he wasn't going to be cooking for the wedding because, he was, very concerned about what the food was going to be like.
Fine.
But on the wedding, he was eating down. Like, he was happy with the food. So, and like, he was like, the food was good. So to me, I think that was important, because if the food wasn't good, my dad would have been like, I'd have done this better, X, Y, and Z. So I think the food was important. And everyone was like filled, like, the canapes, the food, the evening foods. And the people were like, you got so much food. And I was like, yeah, I don't want people hungry at my wedding. Saying that they were starving and waiting and all that.
Not the one.
Not the one.
Okay, cool. If you could give one bit of advice to people planning their wedding, what would that be?
Sorry. No, do you want to go first? I need time to think.
Guess one bit of advice probably be, to a degree, I think you should get a wedding planner or someone that can help you and assist it. But also, I guess, enjoy the day. The day goes by so fast. There's some parts you're never going to see, because obviously you're kind of locked away. But like, just enjoy the day, enjoy the experience. And I think, I don't know, it sounds a bit maybe fairy, but like, take mental pictures, like try and just remember key things that you enjoyed in that day and why it was so special. Because it's like, the day flies by. Like, I literally just remember like turning up. I had the groomsmen, which love to them for everything they've done for me. And then next thing you know, it's like you're waiting and getting married. Then I'm dancing. Then I'm giving a speech. There's some people taking the mick out of me in the speeches. So I think it's like you just need to enjoy the day, because it's like your day. Sometimes for weddings, it's like your guests are like having a great time and you're getting a bit anxious. To like, just enjoy the day. And then if you can get someone as amazing as Bola, as a wedding planner, or anyone, if you've got family, friends to help you, do that. But just enjoy your day, because it's one day. Like, you're not going to get that day back, so just enjoy it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, can't copy it. I say I shout out Bola again. Bola, come on. Bola, come on, you know.
Oh, that made me laugh. Okay, let me think. Okay, right. I think my only advice is really to make sure your wedding is a representation of yourself, and like not what you see on the internet, because that's like typical. One of the things that I think myself and Moses really took during the wedding process is, okay, how do we make sure that this is like representative of us? And like, we just did different things that made more sense for our wedding. Like, I gave a speech at the wedding, and I know that's not normally typical for brides to speak, but listen, I can't sit in silence, so there was no way I wasn't going to speak. Like, I wasn't going to sit there and just not have a word to say on the microphone. Absolutely not. And so for me, it was important that I was going to speak. And I just remember people like, oh, well, brides don't really speak. And I was thinking, why? I've got a voice, like I could speak. So for me, it's really about making sure your wedding is reflective of like what you want, like what you enjoy, making sure it's like unique to sort of both of you. And don't let the wedding stress you, I think. I know people talk about, it can conflicts and stuff like that and all that stuff, whether that's family or between the couple, whatever. I said to Moses even today, like, I really enjoyed the wedding process and like everything. Like, we were like so calm with each other the whole time. Like, everything was like felt like a dream. And so when I look back at the wedding, I'm not just thinking about the wedding, I'm thinking about the whole process and like how that was just like amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
And my speech was the best speech. It was funny. It was funny though. It was hilarious. It was, my speech was a good speech.
A couple of people would argue against it, but no, it was a good
I
speech.
don't know who those people are. I do not know who those people are. Just saying, it was a good
Oh, look, I didn't hear this, so I can't get involved in this. I can get involved in this. What I can get involved in is a little something for you guys.
Oh, what's this? I didn't expect anything.
So we have food from our food sponsor, Echo Cafe. Shout out Echo Cafe. So we've got jollof rice here for you. We've got a pack of small chops. And we've got Chapman.
Oh, thank
So we'll give you
you.
that, guys, to give you that to take away.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. I appreciate that.
I'll get you one in the bag here as well.
Oh, lovely.
But yes, guys, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure having you
Same.
here. We got some good insights, some gems as well. And a realization of costs. as well.
Yeah, realization of cost for me, exactly.
Definitely.
The bride who didn't know the cost of her own wedding.
Yeah.
Didn't want to know.
Yeah, didn't want to know.
Didn't want to know.
But yeah, happy with what you discovered. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
Thank you so much.
You'll catch us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Very good person, but I'm telling you, he's mad nervous right now. I just caught him with some toilet roll, and you know what he's gonna do. You know where he's going. He's got. Let's not say too much, but boy is very nervous. So I need to get him his water, cool him down, make sure he's good, because today is gonna be an amazing special day. All right, peace out.
But yeah, I just want to bring the vision to life. Because I know this is what Anna really wanted. Yeah, and I've spent so long to kind of like pull everything together. So, yes. So what do you guys think? So I can actually just move the chairs around? Yeah? Perhaps maybe just open up the window as well. Yeah. Because I think if you guys just shoot from there, it's not going to interfere with anything. That's the thing. So maybe just get the celebrant to come, tell her where like Anna and Moses actually needs to actually be positioned, and then go from there.
Double checking the order, service, making sure I know what announcements to make. Where everyone's seated. And where I'll be standing. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Got everybody? Oh, I just need to double check the chap's got the rings. Richard.
Oh, we got set up with what teacher? Mr. Pittinger. What? How do I not know about that? Because we escaped. Yeah. We stood for another day.
Obviously more sexy, and then someone's gonna sit down here.
My legs are so slippery. The thing is, he was saying we were unique. So I was thinking, okay, yeah, what does that mean? So when he was like, I have a vision, it was kind of like we couldn't get the vision. And as me being a part of the vision on the floor, I could not get it. I slithered on that floor like a snake, and all the legs had me sliding up and down. So I'm gonna say I really have to see the picture, but I did not like being on the floor. I'm gonna be clear about that. Listen, I'm scared. My face is right here, so please. We have a choice. You want us to look at her? You already put us like this. I want to go first.
So for the first picture, it's gonna be more serious. I want everyone to bend closer. Let's do something sexy. Oh, with the fire extinguisher. You like the fire extinguisher, yeah? And I thought it would be a good little prop for the girls. They all said it's too hot. I said, is it hot? It's not hot. If it's hot, yes, bring a. Finish it off.
So initially, when we found out we were being bridesmaids, she let us know that she was going to put us in bin bags so she would shine. And we basically cussed her out for a while. But here we are, and our makeup is done, and we're in nice dresses. So I guess it worked out after all.
Who do you think, by the end of the night, you're dragging them off the dance floor because they're too excited?
Leslie, I don't even have to hesitate with that one. She's going to be on the splits on the dance floor.
Who do you think would be the first one to get lit?
Other than me? Other than me? Literally, you can literally do that scene, you know?
It's a good day, man. But Moses, real talk, man. Obviously, you've been there for all of us at some point in time. So I'm honoured. I'm even happy just to be able to support you on this journey, man. Taking this step, like real talk, man. So like, thank you for kind of giving us the honour of doing that for you.
Listen, the pleasure's all mine, but you don't see me at my worst, so hopefully you don't see me at my best.
Of course, and today that's going to be it. Yeah, we want Mr. Afro Beats, man.
Hi, Mr. Arthur. I have a token, 3 tokens of your wife's love. So, if you want to open the first one.
I can see what the second
You can see what the second one is.
is actually very, very good. She's actually not serious.
Wow. You gotta keep those on now.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
those
Yeah,
are
you
the
do.
ones.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I think it's evident that she loves you, man.
Yeah.
Done
very well.
That's the keeper.
All right. So, quick rehearsal before I let guests in.
Yes.
So, Moses, you can show hair.
Cool.
So, I need the bridesmaid experience for downstairs quickly.